There are many ways that someone can work hard to do well with their money. There are general principles which are true and will withstand time. Lessons like live on less than you make, diversify your investments, and practice patience are all good principles that people should use and implement in their life. Today, I want to talk about the opposite of that. I want to talk about one of the primary ways that people ruin their financial lives and hurt their future. I'm talking about millions of dollars down the drain. Let's look at the data. Here in America, we have some of the most expensive cars and some of the best marketing agencies which help you think that you need those expensive cars to fit in or look as cool as your next door neighbor. What those ads do not tell you is that there is a cost associated with those cars that is much more than the price tag: warranties, insurance, and titling costs. I'm talking about opportunity cost. This is the fact that if you did not buy the car, you could have taken your money and done something else with it, like invest in stocks, bonds, real estate, or your next business venture. Let's say that someone is excited to purchase a brand new top-of-the-line pickup truck. I Googled a Platinum F-150, and the first truck that came up was $77,340. Let's assume they put 20% down and then finance the remaining $61,000 over an average 6-year loan. That brings their monthly payment, assuming a 9% interest rate, to $1,278. With simple math, the car cost them $107,484 over the 6-year period. That does not include the cost of higher insurance or taxes because of the nicer car. I realize that if someone needs a car, they're going to have to pay something. But for demonstration purposes, I want to act like we took every dollar that went to the car purchase and invested it into the stock market using a dollar cost calculator from ofdollarsandata.com. Using this calculator, I inputted a 20% down payment in April of 2018 and showed a monthly investment of $1,278. At the end of the 6-year term, they would have had $172,000. That, in and of itself, is a massive swing in the right direction for wealth building. In the first option, where we purchase the top-of-the-line pickup, all money goes towards paying off the truck, and there's no wealth to show for it besides a paid-off truck at the end of the 6-year period, which is likely worth somewhere around $40,000. That means instead of $172,000, we would have $40,000. Or in other words, in the short term of 6 years, the truck's opportunity cost was around $130,000. And that's just in the short term. If you're young and you have 15 more years to invest, I want to show the difference using the same calculator. To demonstrate this, I took the amount that we would have had if we did not purchase the truck and instead invested the money 15 years ago. This resulted in a final value of $1.5 million. Granted, those 15 years were one of the strongest 15-year periods in history in the stock market, so you cannot expect a 15% return moving forward, and past historical returns are not indicative of future returns. But the principle remains true. There's a cost associated by purchasing a more expensive car. Now, you could be thinking, Eli, this sounds great, but I still need to drive a car. I don't want to walk or bike to work. Too bad. Walking is what makes you a millionaire, and you live a healthier life because of it. Now, I'm just kidding. I understand we still need a car, so let's look at purchasing a more modest car and investing the difference. I personally drive a truck and will probably always do so I'll use that for my example. I found a used Ford online, and instead of purchasing the new top-of-line car, what if we bought this used Ford that didn't have all the bells and whistles, but instead had 32,000 miles and only cost $30,000? If we kept the same down payment as the previous vehicle, you would only owe $14,000, which I would prefer you take a 3-year loan, but for demonstration purposes, let's keep the same example and use a 6-year note. The monthly payment would be $261, which is $1,017 a month less than the previous example. Assuming you could invest the difference between the two vehicles for 6 years, you would have $111,716.54. Opportunity cost is huge. There's a $100,000 difference by choosing a car that is more affordable. If someone is young, this opportunity cost is likely to cost them millions of dollars in net worth by the time they are nearing retirement or in retirement. For someone who is nearing retirement, the difference could mean that they must work longer or cut back in other areas of their life. All of that just for a car. If you know someone who is thinking about buying a car, send them this video to let them know what the true cost of buying a car is. And if you'd like to know why $100,000 is a big deal in someone's investing journey, check out this video here.